Exactly. What I wanted to know, what about you guys? Like, is this something that you've thought about? Like your plan with
Mhm.
Arabella? Are you going to, show her these kind of images when she's quite young, or are you planning to wait a bit? Like, what's your idea to kind of educate her as she grows up?
Well, because she's grown up with direct activist parents, and our team are always here, they're like her family as well. And it's always activism, activism. Don't get me wrong, we get fucked up and have a beer and talk normal shit, and well, normal shit as well, but it's mostly
Yeah,
activism. And when she's
yeah,
sitting here on me, I'm watching graphic footage that we've obtained from in these farms and picking out bits that I need. So she's going to see that. And when she gets to an age where she's able to ask, she'll be told exactly what it is. And the animals that we have, I'll be like, well, he came from this farm and he doesn't have a tail because some fucking pervert cut his tail off. I'll be
yeah.
explaining that in exactly how I talk. Um,
Sure. Okay.
and I don't really, when people say like, you're showing them scary stuff. Well, what about you who takes your kid out trick or treating around people's doors at Halloween, waiting on some big fucking creep opening a door wearing a mask? Like I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go begging for sweets.
I have already made a video about morbid vegan parenting and activism. In short, they think what is on footage is torture and murder, and they expose young children to what is essentially snuff film for them. And this couple is doing exactly that. They are exposing their young child to explicit footage of what they perceive to be torture and murder. And if the kid would ask more about it, they would tell it how it is. They wouldn't hide it and they wouldn't sugarcoat it. But let's change the footage of slaughter with porn. Imagine a mother watching explicit pornographic material for years with her child next to her and exposing her child to it. And when the child asks about it, she would tell exactly what it is and explain exactly how she talks. Exposing young children to explicit pornographic material would probably be frowned upon by many. There are probably even vegans who would think that's a bit weird. If kids are fit to be exposed to the graphic material of something which is presented to be murder, then they seem to be fit to expose to pornographic material and other explicit materials like decapitations and such. If vegans have issues with that, then they have issues with those kind of activists and should distance themselves from them.